Okay, students, second example question we have price of a swing machine 16,750. 16,750. This can be bought under the interest calculated on reducing loan balance by paying 1,750 as a down payment. 1,750 down payment. And the rest by 10 monthly installments. So monthly installments 10 per installment 1,582 rupees 50 cents. The question, find the interest rate per annum. So in this question, they didn't give the part questions. So using the first example, we can have some ideas how to find the interest rate. Okay. So first of all, we need to remember the connection of interest rate. Okay. If you know the amount, if you know the this is the interest for a month unit. Interest for a month unit. When you're going to find the interest for a month unit, for that step only, we are using the interest rate. So interest for a month unit, using the interest for a month unit, we can find the interest rate. So how do we find interest for a month unit? We need amount for a month. Amount for a month. We need amount for a month. In the previous question, the amount is 50,000. Okay. Amount for a month multiply by the interest rate and it will divided by 12 because the rate is always given with annual rate per annum. So we are going to convert into 12, convert into monthly. So we are going to divide by 12. So in this step only, using the previous question, the how to find the installment, how to find monthly installment, using that knowledge, this is the part we are going to use the interest rate. So if you want to find the interest rate, what are the main two things you need to find? One of the main thing is interest for a month unit. Remember that. Interest for a month unit. That is the main data you need to calculate the rate. Secondly, we need what is the amount for a month. What is the amount paid each and every month? Okay, these are the two. If you find these two, you can go for the rate. So remember this connection. If a question is asked to find the rate, you need this. With the connection, you need these two. If you have these two, you can easily find the rate. So we can go for it. Amount for a month. How can we calculate amount for a month? We have the amount of the swing machine. We have the down payment. So we can calculate the due amount first. That is the initial one. So we calculate the due amount. Amount to be paid. So 16,750 subtraction 1,750. So 750 zeros. So 15,000 rupees is due amount. Amount for a month. This amount divided by the monthly installment, which gives the amount for a month. So secondly, amount for a month without interest because this sentence gives some idea and some knowledge, the interconnection. That's why I wrote like this: amount for a month without interest. So the due amount 15,000 is going to be divided by the monthly installments. Monthly installments are 10. So if you divide 1,500 rupees, you have to pay each and every month. So we found one. There are two things we need to find the rate. One of the thing is amount for a month, amount for a month. So we found it. Done. Okay. Secondly, we need interest for a month unit. Interest for a month unit. So interest for a month unit. Remember with the first part of this reducing loan balance, interest for a month unit. How do we calculate? Using this amount, we are going to calculate the interest for a month. Okay. With the rate, we don't have the rate, but instead of the rate, another data we have, what is the monthly installment? Okay. Go for the, we have the seventh part. We earlier this video session, we discussed, we have 7 portions. We have the seventh part. So using the seventh part, we can calculate the sixth part. What is the sixth part? Total amount to be paid. Total amount to be paid. What is the total amount to be paid? We are paying 1,582 rupees in 10 monthly installment. So we are paying 10 months, 1,582. So what is the total amount to be paid? Just multiply those things. Okay. So the second thing, to find the interest for a month unit, we need to find the total amount to be paid. So total amount to be paid. We are going to find the sixth one in reverse. Okay, 1,582.5 into 10. So it is 15,825 rupees. Okay. So in this point, just look at the data you have found and think, what is the reducing loan balance? You need to pay a total amount of 15,825, but the due amount is only 15,000. Amount to be paid total is 15,825, but the amount due is only 15,000. So why the excess amount? The excess amount is the interest. So we can calculate the fifth one, total interest to be paid, in reverse. So next, total interest to be paid. So 15,825 subtraction the due amount, total amount to be paid minus the due amount. So total interest to be paid is 825 rupees. So why we are calculating this to find the interest for a month unit. If we have the rate, we can easily calculate it, but we don't have the rate. Rate is the question. So instead of finding with the rate, we are going reverse using the monthly installment. So we have the total interest. So what is the connection between total interest and any other portion? If there are any other portion connected with total interest? Yes, number of month unit, total interest are connected with the interest for a unit. If you multiply interest for a unit by the number of month unit, it will give the total interest. So if you want to find the number interest for a month unit, we need number of month units. So 1, 2, 3, 4, the fifth part, number of month units. number of month units. So equation n into n plus 1 over 2, n is 10. So 10 into 11 over 2. So it's 55 month units. 55 month units. If you multiply 55 by this amount, interest for a month unit, 55 by this amount, you can gain 825. So in reverse, if you divide total interest by number of month units, which will give interest for a unit in reverse. Okay, that's what we need. So we found the initial one, amount for a month, and we need this. So amount for a month, these two steps, interest for a month unit, these three, and we have another step to go. So interest for a month unit, interest for a month unit. So it is 825 divided by 55. 825 divided by 55. So divided by 5, it's 11. Divided by 5, 1. 3 remaining, 32, it's 6. 25, it's 5. So 165, 11. We can divide by 11. So 11 times 1, 16. 11 times 1, 5 remaining, 55, 5. So it is 15 rupees. It is 15 rupees. So we found the amount for a month. We find the interest for a month unit. The initial two we have. So if you subject the R, you can have a equation to find the interest rate. Okay, you can use this method, or you can use the previously we discussed profit over cost into 100. Interest over the amount used to calculate the interest into 100 into 12. So that is our formula. Need to remember that formula. Okay. Finally, the question, interest rate. So interest rate, the amount used to calculate the interest, that is 1,500. The interest for that 1,500 is 15 rupees. So we can make it as a percentage. This gives this amount for a month, this interest for a month unit. So those are in month. We need annual interest rate. So in reverse, we can multiply by 12. So interest rate. So the rate is 12% per annum. Okay. So we need to know what are the points interconnecting with each other, so we can make it reverse. So we'll go for that. Basically, we need to remember interest for a month unit and interest for a, amount for a month. These two are the important thing. If you find these two, you can easily calculate the interest rate. Okay, so now you can complete the other questions of the reducing loan balance. I think question from the fifth one, and you have another question in the miscellaneous also. So you can complete all the questions, and I also prepared some question to practice. After you finishing the exercise on your textbook, I will send the questions.